Hey guys, it's Katie. Welcome back to my channel and welcome back to another vlog. Today we're doing a writing vlog. It's the new year and I decided for some reason that I wanted January to be when I started my first project of the year, you know, start the year off strong. So I'm trying to write a book this month. I'm actually trying to work on 2 projects this month. I'm thinking right now we'll do this kind of weekly style, but I would love to hear your feedback down below in the comments if you would prefer it in a different way. I'm currently writing a novel, which is a romance novel, and I'm trying to finish it before the end of February, and then I'm also working on my 3rd poetry collection. Welcome to the new writing vlog. Welcome to the new writing projects, and I'm really excited to see how this goes. But before we get into the vlog clips, let me tell you a little bit about today's sponsor, Campfire. If you've been around for a while, you've heard me talk about Campfire a couple of times, but they're going to be super important for today's video because I'm actually going to be using their software to write this new book. So they have a new product called Campfire Blaze, which is like a browser-based suite of tools, so then you can do all of your planning and outlining and then also writing of the actual manuscript in the same place, which is really convenient. Up until now, I've been using Microsoft Word, so I have about a dozen different documents that I have to pull up all over the screen. So Campfire Blaze lets you have it all in one place. So if you're familiar with Campfire Pro, which we've talked about in some previous videos, where you can like outline your book and stuff, it's basically that, and then also a word processor. What I really like about Campfire Blaze's business model is basically pay for whatever you need, so you can choose what features you want to include in your subscription. You're not paying for features that you're not going to be using. And they also have a 30-day money-back guarantee, so it's totally risk-free. So I'll have their link down below in the description if you want to go check them out. Would highly recommend, and I'll show you in a second how I'm setting up my new project in Blaze. Also, things to note, I have a Spotify playlist up right now for this book, so you can go listen to that if you kind of want to get the vibe, feel for the story. I'm also currently working on a Pinterest board, but it's not ready yet. So if you're not already subscribed to my author newsletter, I send out like updates and fun things like that all the time. So if you want to subscribe, my website's linked down below and you just have to put in your email address. But other than that, I think let's get into the rest of the vlog. So when you log in, this is what it looks like, and you can see I already have a project set up for my newest book. The working title is Living the Perfect Lie. I don't know if I'm gonna keep that or not, but it's just nice to have something to call it. But what's cool is you can go in and you can create a new project, but also if you're familiar with working with Campfire Pro and you've already been using that to outline and plan your story, you can just import that project into Blaze and continue working with that. So that's really convenient. If you want to learn more about Campfire Pro and how I use that to outline and stuff, I have a whole video on that and I'll have that link down below. So if we go into Living the Perfect Lie, you can see here at the top all of the different places you can go. You have the home screen, characters, plots, world, and write. So that's where you actually write the document, and then there's things within here, and then you can click on each one, go in for like relationships, arcs, and then there's a ton of stuff if you're world building. You can see I've already started making a profile for my main character. Right now her name is Parker Beck. I'm horrible with character names. This will likely change as well, so most things you will see in here are not going to stay the right details. But for now, her name is Parker. And I started outlining chapter 1, as you can see. And you can see there's like an index down here, stats, notes. You can also customize this to what you want on your home page. And then you can go in to write your manuscript. You can see here on the side, basically the outline of what chapters you've created so far. You can organize them with folders. You can import from a Word document, which is what I'm going to be doing because I already started writing this book in Word. Only the first like couple of chapters, and I'm gonna try out the rest in here. But let's say we're going to a new chapter. This is what it looks like. So obviously this is where you do the writing. You could add a picture here. You can add elements, some notes on the side. So for elements, you can search from your library and things that you've already done, like if you outlined the chapter, if you have a specific event, if you want to see some information on what characters in that scene, that kind of stuff, which it's really helpful just to have like all of your notes in one place. When I'm working in Microsoft Word, I have like 4 documents pulled up on my screen at all times, and it can be a bit much to juggle. So today's Friday, it's the first day of January. It's the new year. I know it's not the time that you're watching this, but Happy New Year. So I actually started writing this new book a couple of days ago. It was either yesterday or the day before that, but I had just been like physically writing it in a notebook, so I actually sat down to type it all up, and I'm gonna start tracking my word count as of today, so we're just gonna pretend I started the book today. So it's only 2 o'clock when I'm filming this. I'm planning on just writing and hanging out today, so I'm planning on getting more words, but so far we have 1,538. I was originally trying to outline this whole thing before I started it, and I just couldn't do it. I was getting blocked, and I've just found that some books I need a really strict outline for, and some I'm kind of better off pantsing. So I have the first fourth of the book outlined, and I know some major plot points and how it ends and like all of the major beats, but everything in between is kind of a mystery, and I think I just kind of need that for this book, just to go with the flow and see where it takes me. So we're probably just gonna outline as we go. And in addition to that, for some reason I pulled out all of my notebooks that I've been using for the past year and just like combing through the random poetry that I had been writing since my second poetry book came out. This one came out in October of 2020. So I decided today, I guess we're gonna start like compiling all of the poems and making a new collection. Like, I knew I was gonna start this third collection, but poetry is usually pretty slow going for me. There's a reason why there's 2 years between my last 2 collections. So basically I combed through all of my old notebooks to find what I liked of what I had and just kind of like pick and choose and then type them up. So our new poetry document is currently 15 pages. I have like 15 poems that I like, which is a good start. So I guess we're gonna be working on that as well as this new fiction book at the same time. Happy day 2. We're in the same spot and we're wearing a hat again. It's not even that cold today. It's like 50 degrees. I just didn't want to do my hair. But the time that I'm filming this, it's 4 in the afternoon. So the word count that I'll put on the screen for the final update for today will probably be different than when I tell you, because I'll probably write more. But as of right now, we're at 3,268 words total for the new book. So I've written exactly 1,500 words so far. Really happy with that. And then also the poetry has been going so well. I was just like on a roll last night to the point where I wasn't sleeping because I kept getting new ideas and having to get up in the middle of the night. So I guess I'm also just gonna have to update you based on how many pages the poetry collection is, because I don't really know how else to update you because some of the poems go on to more than 1 page. Anyway, we're at 21 pages for the new poetry collection now, so happy with that for sure. And I wrote one that like, I had the idea for a poem and I kept like tinkering with it and I just like couldn't get it to work. And then I found this other little snippet that was just like a random couple of lines that didn't fit in the poem that I had originally written it for. So anyway, I like Frankensteined a couple of different poems together and it worked perfectly and I'm so happy with it now. So we're off to a really good start. I guess I didn't tell you what my goal was for this project and stuff. Obviously I started this January 1st. I'm giving myself until the end of February to finish this rough draft, but I don't think it's gonna take me that long. And I estimated that it'll be around 60,000 words, maybe even less. If you've been around for my vlogs, you know I'm an underwriter with the rough drafts. I always write really short rough drafts and then have to add on to them later. So with that in mind, trying to get to 60,000 words before the end of February means I need to write 1,017 words per day to get there on time, which is totally doable. My average just from the past 2 days is over 1,600 words, so far so good. And I'll tell you the working title for the book just because I'm pretty certain this isn't going to be the title for the book. Maybe it will be, I don't know. It fits and I like it as a working title just to have something to call it. So right now I'm calling the book Living the Perfect Lie. So this is what my pacemaker project looks like. If you aren't familiar with this website, this is always how I track my word count. I'll leave the website link down below. You can use it for free. So yeah, here we have the first 2 days and then the overall graph. We are over 1,000 words ahead of schedule. And my cats are being adorable, as per usual. It's interesting because the last 2 books that I wrote before this one, Joe's book and then my NaNoWriMo project, I outlined like very extensively. But before that, I used to not outline my books very much. So going into this one with like a really loose outline, I don't know, it's kind of fun again. We'll see how I feel after I finish the rough draft, and revisions inevitably end up being more difficult this time around because of the lack of an outline. But we're not going to think about that right now. Right now I'm just enjoying how fun it is to just kind of explore with this story. So it's been fun so far. So we had 3,647 words total. It's like 6:30, so we're gonna call it a day for this book. So we ended up writing over 1,800, almost 2,000 words today. Super happy with that. I did, however, discover that the first chapter that I wrote is not actually chapter 1, so we're gonna have to go back and write at least one other chapter that comes first. But that's an issue for another day. Happy with the writing today. I might do a little more poetry writing. Even if we don't, I'm happy with the progress for today, and I'm gonna go sit on the couch with my iPad and read someone else's book to get my mind out of this one. I don't know where my tripod is, so this is the angle we're working with, and I also don't know what my exact word count is for today, so I'll put it on the screen. Over 1,000 words, I'm not sure. Didn't write any new poems today, but we made some good progress in the book. Still haven't added the new chapter before chapter 1 yet, but I've taken notes so I like know what's gonna happen in it. But I think I might wait to write it later because I feel like once I know the story better, I'll be able to write the first chapter better, if that makes sense. But we made some good progress today. We'll see how tomorrow goes. Tomorrow's Monday, but I really like what I wrote today. We got to basically the meet cute of the romance, which, because it's more of like an enemies to lovers, was more of like a not so cute thing, but it was fun to write. Today is day 4, it's January 4th, it's a Monday, and I had a flaw in the way that I planned out my day. I was saving the writing for tonight and then I forgot that I made plans with my friends to do like a Zoom call and watch The Bachelor tonight. So long story short, we only added 292 words today. So what's on the screen is the total word count, but it's fine. I have a headache anyway, so we'll get back on track tomorrow. Good morning. Happy day 5. Happy January 5th. So I just woke up, obviously, since I haven't really prioritized writing the past 2 days, or I just kind of ran out of time for it. The kitties also wanted to say good morning. Here we go. We're starting with it first thing this morning, and I'm giving myself until, oh my gosh, what are you guys doing? This is what I talk about when I worry that my downstairs neighbors like hear a stampede in the morning. What was I saying? I'm giving myself until noon to just work on the book all morning. So we're just gonna sit here and do that. Okay, I got a little distracted in there, but we passed the minimum for the day. So we're gonna go get some breakfast. It's like 9:40 now. We're having a smoothie for breakfast, but I just realized something. So I don't usually write dual perspective romances where you like hear from the girl and then from the guy, but I'm realizing we might need to do that with this project, which is troubling to me. Of course, the day that I have the most updates for you is the one day I didn't get ready this week, but I just finished writing chapter 4. So I'm over 8,000 words now total in the project. I'm at 8,237. So I've written like 2,600 words or something today, but I just hit like the inciting incident, and that was where I had outlined to. So I still need to go back and write chapter 1 and add that in. Other than that, except for like a couple of major beats, I don't really know where I'm going. So I stopped, and we're gonna brainstorm in here and just kind of figure out the overall, like I have like the romance arc planned out, but not so much the plot arc. So I actually pulled out my old outlining and plotting worksheet that I was using for my NaNoWriMo book. If you want to use these same worksheets, they're in my resource library on my website. They're free. So I'm gonna spend some good quality time just trying to outline and figure out where I'm going. It's 12 o'clock, so this was when I wanted to work towards, but we might end up just working on this like all day, honestly. But we have lots of caffeine handy. We've got the writing candle burning. It's going well. You guys, hi, happy Wednesday. It's the 6th. Yesterday we ended up, I didn't film a clip last night because it was late, but I ended up hitting 10,000 words. I wrote about 5,000 words yesterday. It was a great day. I'm really happy with where the book's going, and I really want to do a 10,000 word day again with this book at some point. So I just need like one day where I can sit down and just like outline out enough chapters, so then I'm like prepared for that 10K day. I'm trying to figure out like when would be the best part in the book to do that with, because usually like towards the end and like the climax and the most exciting part, like that's the easiest time to do a 10K day, because that's like the most exciting part of the book, you know? So we'll see. I'm gonna get at least the minimum word count again today, but spend a lot of today planning and outlining, just trying to figure out this book some more. I still haven't decided if I'm gonna do the 2 different point of views from the girl and the guy's perspective, but I figure even if I do decide to do that, I'm gonna write the girl all the way through, and then if I decide I need to write the guy, I'll go back and write his perspective all together as well, which will be new for me. I'm a little bit nervous about the idea of that because I've never done that before, but it might be helpful in this case. I haven't decided. We're not gonna talk about it. It's 7 o'clock. I have not written a thing today. In fact, I think I deleted some words, and you're sliding. We have sat down and we're gonna be here for a while and try and get some progress for tonight. That's the plan, at least. I got a lot of video stuff done. I had to film some intros for some videos, edit them. I posted one. I had a reading vlog for self-published books. Go up on my channel if you missed it. But yeah, like I'm looking forward to writing this chapter, so I don't know why I've been putting it off. It's gonna be a fun scene. I'm not really feeling it today, but we're gonna try and get at least 1,000 words down. I don't know how this happened. I sat down to write and I just like completely got sidetracked and then forgot what I had sat down to do in the first place. So it's like several hours later. I wrote like a page, and then as you can tell from all of the stuff all over my desk, I got swept. I started journaling. I don't remember deciding to do that. And then I just never went back to writing, and I just forgot about it, and now it's late and now I'm gonna go to bed. So we wrote 331 words today. We're at like 10,600 words or something. I don't freaking know what just happened. I feel like I just like lost time. Like I just zoned out for 2.5 hours. Anyway, we're gonna call it a night. It's fine. I'm still like perfectly on schedule. Everything's fine, and we'll get back to this tomorrow. Good morning. Hello. Happy Thursday and day 7. This is the end of our first week. So that means this is going to be the last day for this vlog. So something I found for myself is that writing first thing in the morning is definitely like the path to having the most productive day. It gets it out of the way, but also if I wait till the end of the day to get the writing in, like that just gives me too many opportunities for other excuses to come up, or I'm just tired from at the end of the day from doing a bunch of other stuff. So that's just to say, this morning we woke up and first thing started working on the writing. I'm now at 12,350 words. So I've added 1,719 this morning, which is great. So the target progress for today to stay on track is 7,000 words, and we're past 12,000. So we are 5,000 words ahead of schedule. Very happy with that. Haven't written any more poems. I think I'm still at like 25, but it's going well. I don't know if I'm gonna write any more today. I have other things I want to get done. So at least we hit the minimum for today. I've started doing what was my process for my other couple of books that I didn't outline, where like every once in a while I stop and I pause and I outline like 3 chapters or so, and then I write them, and then I stop and I pause and I outline. And I don't know why this method just works so well for me, but it's been very helpful so far. Still haven't written chapter 1. The new chapter I need to add. Still haven't done it. We're about 50 pages into the manuscript now, which is like a decent enough chunk that it like actually feels like a real book now. So if I write anything else today, I'll probably go back and write that chapter 1 that I need to add in. But yeah, I've been enjoying trying out Campfire Blaze. I've been using, I feel like you're sliding. I've been using Microsoft Word since I was literally in 6th grade. So it's been over 10 years. So I'm very set in my ways just because I'm so familiar with Microsoft Word that like I know it backwards and forwards. I know everything about the software. So doing anything new is always like frustrating that I have to learn something new, but I do like having everything in one place. And because I'm so visual with like my Pinterest boards and stuff, I like having like a picture that goes with the chapter like next to me while I'm writing and stuff. It's interesting. So yeah, anyway, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna end the vlog here so I can get it all edited and put together, but whatever I put on the screen will be the final word count for the first week. I don't know if I'm gonna jump straight into another weekly writing vlog, or maybe just hold off until I do that 10K day one. Haven't decided yet, but I will see you guys in another video very, very soon. If you're new here, maybe subscribe and stick around, or check out one of my books that is already out. I'll have links down below in the description. You can pre-order my book coming out in March. I would really appreciate it. You can read my books on Scribd if you have a subscription over there, and anything else, maybe give this video a thumbs up if you liked it. But I'll see you guys next time.
So hit me. So hit me. So hit me. First a confession. With you I feel a connection. With